Are we good to go?
Yep, yep.
All right. All right. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another IDK Vlogs podcast. Today we have a very special guest with us. Today we have rapper, actor, activist, author, and CEO, Mr. Tone Shrum. Thank you so much for joining us today. How are you doing?
Thank you so much for having me, man. I'm blessed, man. I'm doing great, man. How you feeling?
I feel good.
Good, man. Glad to be here.
It's going to be the new year, alhamdulillah. So we're just looking forward to new blessings, right?
Inshallah, man. New year, new blessings. 2020, I think just surviving 2020 is a blessing, right? We've seen so many people, young and old, rich and poor, lose their lives. I mean, we really got to be grateful. I mean, death is a constant reminder to us all. Like, death is promised to us all. Like, we're not all promised to be rich. We're not all promised to be beautiful. We're not all promised to be smart or successful, but we're all promised to die one day. We all have a day that we'll die. So 2020 should be a reminder that you got to take advantage of every day, every second, every hour, and live a good life and, try to get these good deeds going.
That's very true. So with Island of Vlogs, we strive to interview the most successful people in all given fields. We've been extremely lucky to be able to interview you today, learning from your successes in rap, your success in writing a book, in all your activism, and starting your own brand. So I just wanted to start off with talking to you about what do you believe success is for you? Do you believe it in monetarily or in spiritually, or what is your belief of success?
It's a great question. I believe it's a combination of things. I mean, I feel like I could be fake and be like, it's just all spiritual and I just want to please Allah. And yes, I do want to do that. And that's my first priority, but I'm honest about it. I want to be extremely wealthy. You know what I mean? I want to be a billionaire. I want to be able to take care of my family for generations and generations and generations. And I'm working every day and I'm praying every day to do that. So I think success, it accumulates with, obviously, spirituality, but it's also about, your health. Because if you don't have great health, what is success? That's why you guys see me posting about things like sea moss gold and black seed oil. And, I'm trying to, show kids in my community that it's cool to take care of your body. A lot of young black men are getting heart disease and liver disease because we eat the wrong things because of the things that the businesses they put in our communities. So for me, success is everything. Success is, my queen is to the left of me right now making dinner. That's success. My kids are over there playing on $500 iPads. That's success. You know what I'm saying? Like where I come from, I didn't have $500 toys, but my children do. That's success. Being able for them to have better things than I had growing up. Being on the podcast with you guys is success. Like you said, one of the first things you said, I aim to interview the most successful people. I'm honored to be one of those people. So success is a lot of things. I'm extremely good. I'm extremely handsome. That's success. You know what I'm saying? I'm shining. That's success. You know what I mean? I got the best merch in the world. That's it. I could go on for days. I'm success. You look at success, you see me. You see y'all. You see all of us. We all successful.
No, I'm sorry.
Go
I
ahead.
hope I answered that good for y'all.
No, so
Okay.
Oh damn, y'all got a whole team. Every time it's like different people popping up. I got a whole team over here. I like this. Okay, y'all got a gang up here.
Just looking today, like on Instagram, I saw, like, and as you mentioned earlier, you were up for hours just working and going on, and you're grinding for your job and working out. So how has that mentality and kind of like that progression, that mindset that you put yourself in, how has that played a role in where you are at today and what you have achieved?
Honestly, bro, for me, I came into the game knowing I had to outwork everybody, outsmart everybody, and outpray everybody because I was real. You got to be honest with yourself. I come from Philadelphia, and when I looked at the landscape of Philadelphia hip hop, I come from the same city as you guys are a little young, but I'm gonna name some artists like Black Thought from the Roots and Schoolie D when invented gangster rap, Beanie Siegel and State Property, Major Figures, all the way up to Meek Mills. Like when you think of those guys, you think of great spitters and great rappers. Philly's the home of the spitters. When I was growing up, I wasn't no rapper. I'm gonna be honest with you. I was in the streets heavy. Since 9 years old, I was in the streets, which sounds unreal, but I was 9 years old on the corner hustling. So for me, I wasn't like this rapper guy. So when I came into rap, I knew like Freeway was my brother. Freeway is a rapper. He's a gifted rapper. He's rapping since he was a little boy. So for me, I'm like, I'm not gonna out rap Freeway. So I gotta make sure my swag is on point. I gotta make sure I'm outworking everybody. I gotta make sure my interview, like I do the best interviews. Like, you know what I mean? Coming from the hood, people don't speak as eloquent as me. You know what I mean? So it's like I always knew I had to have little things to get me over the top. I've been self-managed my whole career. You've never seen an artist like me who's been on an Oscar-nominated film, been on TV, you know, been on major albums, been record deals, all this stuff, and never had a manager, never had a publicist. Y'all can attest to that. Y'all set up this interview talking to me directly, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Somebody DM'd me. I said, let's do it. All I saw was some little ox trying to get their grind on. I didn't ask y'all how many listeners y'all got. I don't care about none of that. Because you know what I say to myself? I say to myself, if I do this interview now, right? In 2 years, y'all the biggest podcast on the planet. Y'all gonna remember I did this interview, right? And then I may want y'all to do a pod. My son right now is one of the top 6-year-old boxers in America. So in 2 years, he'll be 8. So now I can say, hey man, I need you guys to do a nice story on Eileen. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I'm all about relationships and networking. Like, you'd be hard pressed to find somebody to say they don't like Tone Trump that really met me and interact with me, because I take pride and make sure I leave a great example. As Muslims, we are supposed to be the best of humanity. So I represent so many different things. When I step out my door, you see my brand, MDF, Muslim Down Family. I'm representing young Muslims. I'm representing Black people. I'm representing minorities. I'm representing the struggle. I'm representing the come up. I'm representing so many things, and I take pride in it. And I can't embarrass us. I can't embarrass my people. I can't embarrass my umi. I can't embarrass my kids. So I take pride in it all, bro. It's an accumulation of things, but I'm built for it, man. I pray every day. Like, the balance in my life is that some prayers, bro. When I wake, people be like, yo, how you do it? Like, last night, I got in after 2 a.m. After 6 hours of traveling, I caught trains, I caught Ubers, I had car service. I went all the way to White Plains, New York from Philadelphia just to record for 2 hours. I had a session really this weekend, but then my wife reminded me. My wife said, you know, it's New Year's. You don't want to be stuck in New York traffic. But I had one song I wrote that I just was like, I'm not waiting until next week to record this song. I don't care. So I called the studio. He was like, yo, I'm booked all day. I said, bro, just give me an hour or two. I at least got to lay this one song. He said, all right. He moved some dudes around, squeezed me in. So I took a chance. I got up around, I had my Omi come over because my lady had to go take care of some business. So I had my mother come over to watch my kids. I caught an Uber to the train station by myself. You know what I'm saying? And then the train station caught a train to New Jersey, from New Jersey to New York. From New York, got car service to the studio. After I got to Manhattan, I was still 40 minutes from White Plains to get there. Boom, record for 2 hours, then trek back. Train from New York to New Jersey. From New Jersey, I didn't feel like catching that other train. So I caught an Uber for like $50 to get to the front of my door. I get home after 2 a.m. I wanted to watch Fade to Black, Jay-Z movie. I was just turned up. I was excited. I just left the studio. I'm revved up. I'm trying to keep my wife is like, go to bed. I'm like, nah, I'm watching this Jay-Z joint. I'm up watching Jay-Z joint now. Like, I don't want to go to sleep because I'm going to miss Fudger. So I called this dude up named ATL Snake. Y'all should interview him too. He's an executive. I'll set it up for y'all. He's a Muslim and he's also a Black executive. He manages Gucci Mane. He manages Pooh Shiesty. He's a true executive. So I call him up 4 a.m. I'm like, sound like him. He's like, Walaikum Salam, who this? I got a new phone. I'm like, yo, it's the Muslim Don Tone Trump. So he's like, yo, what up, bro? We stayed on the phone for an hour talking about 2021. I told him what I wanted. I said, yo, bro, I need you on my team now. I see what you're doing with Gucci and all them guys. Yeah, that's cool. But the Don needs your help. And we put together some plans. So then, boom, after Fudger, I take a little power nap. I get up around 7 something. My 6-year-old son wakes up. I order us breakfast. I get that taken care of. Play with the kids, mess around the house, writing some music. Then I started my day. I had to do a photo shoot for a company called A-Rag Apparel. I had to do an interview with Validated Radio. I had to do this podcast. It's only 7 p.m. And this is New Year's Eve. So if I'm grinding like this on New Year's Eve, imagine how I'm doing just a regular day. That's why if you Google greatest hustler alive, Tone Trump comes up. You see what I'm saying? I can't pay for that. You try to pay Google to put y'all up as the greatest, whatever. There's no way to do that. So I earned that. You know what I mean? I claimed it. I prayed on it. I earned it. I am the greatest hustler alive. So remember I said earlier about success. I knew I wasn't. It's like if you're a ball player, everybody can't be LeBron, but somebody could be that guy that just hustle, get the rebounds, block the shots. You know what I mean? He's still gonna make 50 million too, right?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like people don't realize that.
Yeah, so going off of, we talked a little bit about success, but how has your faith played a role in your success as well?
To be honest with you, brother, my faith saved my life. So without my faith, not only would be no success, I wouldn't be here to do this interview. I was on the fast track to either doing life in prison. You know, the world I was in before I became a praying, striving Muslim and a music artist and an actor is a world that's a dead end. I was in a world of gangster, street stuff where you either die or you go to jail for the rest of your life. and I wasn't no little guy in that world. So the role I played, allegedly, I would have got life in prison. About 8 years ago, I met a sister, a woman who changed my life. As we all know, in Islam, I'm a Muslim. In Islam, being married is half your deen. So God says to you that half of your requirements is to have a wife. The reason that being is your wife helps you with structure. Your wife is basically like, for lack of a better term, like your business partner. That's why marriage is a contract. If I know you got, I'm taking y'all there on this interview. So for me, my faith, the structure of my faith, right? If I want to get up for Fajr and pray Fajr every day at between 5 and 6 a.m., I clearly can't be drinking and smoking weed and stuff till 3, 4 a.m. You know what I mean? So right away, one of the first things I had to do when I got closer to my Lord was sober up. I don't even say this in a lot of interviews, but I used to drink lean heavy. And on one of me and now she's now my wife, but back then when I was trying to, get with her, I thought I was being cool. I had pulled out a pint of lean and she looked at me and she was like, "You drink that stuff?" And she literally made it look like it was like crack cocaine. Like I felt like embarrassed. I'm like, "Yo, this is like, it's lean. This, when you get money, that's what we do." And she made me feel so stupid for doing it. I put them double cups down. I put them lean down. And because I put that down, I had to fill them spaces in. So now I'm not getting high. I got a clearer mind. My conscience is better. So now I feel bad about missing prayer. When you high and stuff like that, you don't care about different things. That's why people be like, why doesn't God allow us to drink and get high? Because it alters our thinking. It alters our processes. You got people who go drink and then drink and drive and kill a whole family. That person could have been the greatest dude ever, but because he drank and it altered his mind, boom, the accident happened. Now he's locked up for manslaughter. So when you say how my faith played a role in my life, my faith got me. Look, you see that beautiful Nipsey Hussle painting on my wall? I'm in a beautiful home. I'm in a gated community. I got one of the most beautiful women in the world to the left of me making me some fish right now. She's so beautiful. I ain't gonna put her on camera. I got beautiful kids. My kids over. This is all from God, all from Allah. So without all my success comes from Allah. The good, the bad, and everything else, because I'm nothing without God. Thank you for the question, allowing me to have a chance to answer that, because that's a beautiful question. But without my faith, without God, I am not a success. Because guess what? That's why you got people that got all the money in the world and they miserable, bro. You ever see when like one of these like celebrities commit suicide? And the first thing we think is, damn, he had $30 million. Why would he want to kill himself? He didn't have God. He didn't have eternal peace. He didn't have a relationship with a higher being. And if you don't have that, man, you can fake it for a long time, but one day you're gonna wake up and you're gonna need something more than yourself. And when I feel like that, I put my head to that rug. And a Muslim in Sahuj, which is praying, is more powerful than a king on his throne, brother. MashaAllah.
Alhamdulillah, yeah. I think that's opened up a lot of like my mind too, because a lot of us take being born Muslim or having God in your life for granted, I believe. And like
that's very true. It's very true.
And you talking about that actually shows like maintaining a new mindset will allow for you to engage in new success. So how did you change? Like, how do you maintain the mindset that you keep today? Like, what helps you keep your mindset?
I obviously the structure of our faith. You know what I mean? Because like as you guys know, being Muslims, like it's not like pray 5 times a day. Sometimes we're prescribed to pray 5 times a day every single day. And guess what, bro? You know what I started realizing? I said when I tell my son this, my 6-year-old son Aleem, I said to him, when I don't say my prayers at night, I would have nightmares. When I would miss Fajr, my whole day would be screwed up. So I'm a smart person. So when I figured it out, I'm like, yo, when I pray Fajr on time, my day is better. I win better. You know what I mean? My skin is clear. I feel more healthier. You know what I mean? Everything's just better. When I don't pray at night, I'm having nightmares. I'm waking up grumpy. I'm answering my phone differently. So it's like, for me, it's like I had to realize it's like when athletes have superstitions. A guy goes out and scores 50 points and he had on maybe black shoestrings. So now he says, I got to wear black shoestrings all the time. So for me, I figured out when I pray, I win better. You know what I mean? When I'm focused on my faith, I win better. When I'm praying and moving the right way, my wife is happier. Happy wife, happy life. Ain't nothing like y'all young boys, so y'all don't know about, man, I'm tell you something, when a woman ain't in a good mood, man, it just throw everything off. You know what I'm saying? It throw everything off. They laughing, babe, but I'm dead serious. You know what I'm saying? So, when y'all realize that, because I was young like y'all before, right? And when I used to hear stuff like happy wife, happy life, I'm like, oh, whatever, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't care about that. But for me now, Trust me, bro, when things run smoothly with your woman, everything is like clockwork. So I feel like they all go hand in hand. One thing you realize about success is consistency. Success isn't just something you just do something different every day. You have to have consistency. And for me, that consistency starts with the 5 salats that I have to pray every day. Does that mean I pray them every day? Does that mean I never miss a prayer? No. I'm human. I'm with flaw. But guess what? When I miss them prayers, shit go bad, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. Something just will happen randomly. I don't know. I might get pulled over and be like, damn, man, you know what I'm saying? And that's not to say you don't have trying times when you pray either, because sometimes trying times are a blessing. We ignore that. It's like when Michael Jordan got cut from his basketball team in high school. It made him go so hard that he ended up being the greatest basketball player ever. Think about it. Like, it was somebody who made the team over Michael Jordan. You know, them dudes are somewhere bragging for the rest of their life. You know, I'm the dude that got picked over Michael Jordan, right? And people are like, yeah, right. They don't even believe him. So my thing is consistency, consistency, consistency.
Exactly. And I mean, like, kind of going off.
I shout to y'all too, man. I love y'all questions, man. I kind of, you know, that's why you can't prejudge nobody, man. I saw a couple young kids. Y'all look like y'all some cool young boys. I'm thinking they ain't even gonna know what to ask, man. Y'all coming with the heavyweight questions. So respect to y'all, man, and y'all podcast, bro.
Thank you. We really appreciate you coming on.
I salute y'all, man.
No, but kind of going off like the consistency and kind of going off of like your whole entire attitude and mindset in life. What prompted you to start your own brand, Muslim Dawn? So, what led to that creation, that kind of like idea? Like, for example, you know, people like have like catchphrases, if you will, like DJ Khaled, like "We the best," right? You have "Let's Win," you have the Muslim Dawn family. So, what created that idea?
Well, the first thing, I'm gonna be honest with you. I came into the game, like I said, like I wasn't the best rapper, but like I always had this overconfidence. I felt like I looked better, I dressed better, I was cooler. So once I came in the game, like I got a lot of press. Like I was blessed to get a lot of press. I was very crafty about it. I'm gonna give you an example. I wrote a handwritten letter to the Philadelphia Daily News, our biggest newspaper, and I wrote it to the entertainment section as if I was somebody else, telling them about this guy named Tone Trump, who's the next big thing, and you need to do an article on him now because he is about to blow up, right? Handwritten letter. Most people say, yeah, right, nothing's gonna happen. 2 days later, I get a call from Damon C. Williams, the writer of the Philadelphia Daily News entertainment section, saying, hey, we're looking for Tone Trump. So now I'm faking like I'm Tone Trump's manager. Oh yeah, I'm gonna look at his schedule. We'll call you back around 3. Is that good? But I'm literally inside. I'm like, oh my God, I'm about to be in a newspaper. You know what I mean? And at this time, bro, I literally had recorded 2 freestyles. I didn't even have any music done yet. I didn't even know what I was doing. You know what I'm saying? So I wound up getting an interview with Damon C. Williams. I go down there, and that made it real for me because when I first was starting, first of all, I was whack. I wasn't good at all. My bars was terrible. I didn't know what I was. I remember I was in the studio, and the engineer was like, okay, you ready for your ad-libs? I'm like, yeah. So then he presses record, and I'm in my head, I'm like, what is ad-libs? So I'm like, I had to play it off. I was like, yo, bro, what's ad-libs? You know what I'm saying? So then, boom, I get the ad-libs done. I learn how to record. And when I came out, I started noticing right away, everything I wore, they was wearing it. They was buying it. You know? They was buying everything I wore. They was copying off everything I wore. So the first thing I think is, okay, I throw on a Coogee sweater. They want to wear Coogee. I throw on this, they want to wear that, but it's not making me no money. It looked cool, but it's not making me no money. So the first thing I did was I was creative. I was like, how do I get them to wear my merch? So I said, I got to play with their eyes. I took the Let's Win, the LW, and I mimicked the Louis Vuitton logo. It was a super success right from the gate. You got to think, bro. It's a lot of people that can never afford a Louis Vuitton shirt, but you can afford a Let's Win shirt with the little Louis Vuitton remix. And literally, it was like when you glanced at it, you would really look like you had Louis Vuitton on. Let me tell you something, bro. I ordered about 2 dozen shirts. I sold them out in about an hour. Ordered another maybe like 50. Like I ordered like maybe like 60 shirts. Sold them out again. Randomly, I get a message from this guy who's like, yo, man, I see you doing your thing with your shirts. I'm a buyer for a store in LA. We would love to, take a look at some of your stuff. It was a company called Chic Shoes, which is actually an Arab-owned company in LA. They sell Yeezys, everything. They in over 40 malls, Texas, Chicago, different places. I sit down with the guy. The guy, he tries to barter with me. Come to find out he's a producer. Now, at this time, I got the music popping. I'm on World Star every day. The guy says, yo, I make beats. if you rap to one of my beats, I'll put an order in and put your shirts in the store. He said, I can't make no promises, but I'll order like 200 shirts. We'll see how they do. If they do good, we'll place a big order, right? I said, okay, bet. Now I press up the shirts for him. I put the shirts. I fly to LA now because I'm excited to see my clothes. This guy who just started this, my clothes are now in a real mall. Like I'm in the Beverly Center. Like I'm in the same mall where if you guys know about LA, like I'm in the mall where like Gucci and Louis. So long story short, I came up with a bright idea. I remembered he said, if my shirts do good, they'll put in another order. I went to every store and bought every Les Win shirt. The guy calls me and says, dude, your shirt sold out in 2 days. My boss is going crazy. We want to place a crazy order in. The rest is history. I haven't looked back.
That's genius. That's genius.
And that's exclusive because I never told that story. Like I never forget. I was like, because at this time I'm like, how am I going to convince people to go buy this shirt? Because my stuff is up next to Nike, and this store got all Yeezy, all these different things, and then you got this Muslim rapper from the streets of West Philly that I'm not a million follower guy and none of that stuff. So it's like I said I just go buy it myself. I went and bought all the shirts up, and then mashallah, when we put the big order in, the shirts actually did well because the mind trick of the eye thing, people were coming in looking at the double look like, damn, that look like Louis. I'll grab one. So people who didn't even know Tone Trump was just buying a wavy shirt. And the Muslim Don thing came from an inspiration of, let's be honest, when people look at me as a Muslim, I've been everywhere from, my home, Philadelphia, all the way to Mecca, to Medina, to Africa, to Doha, to Egypt. I've been all over the world, mashallah. And right away, the first thing people do is they look at my tattoos. They look me up and down, and then they look at my face, and it's almost like I read their mind. And it's like, how is he a Muslim with all these tattoos? So I came into a situation where I was being judged so much. I wasn't holy enough for the super pious Muslims, but I was starting to evolve into a praying, striving Muslim. So I was like a little too holy for the goons and the goblins. So I was like in this middle leeway. So it was like a guy without no home or no country. So I said, man, I'm the Muslim Don. You know what I mean? I'm my own thing. You know what I mean? Like I ain't in the streets no more, but no, I'm not gonna get my tattoos removed. I'm not gonna wear sandals and just wear a white thobe every day. I'm still going to throw on some Balmains. I'm still going, throw on some Yeezy slides. I'm still going, throw on some ice and go brazy on them. But I'm gonna give praise to Allah. And the Muslim Don thing went viral basically because it's more people like me than not like me. You know what I mean? Like, everybody's not Mufti Mink. Let's be honest. You know what I mean? It's probably more Tone Trumps than Mufti Minks. So those people felt like I gave them a home. So next thing you know, everybody's hashtagging Muslim Don. Yo, I'm a Muslim Don too. Yo, bro. So especially with the reverts, because you got brothers who come from and sisters who come from harsh backgrounds who, they go to the mosque or the masjid, and it's like the same thing with church. You know what I'm saying? People judging. You know what I'm saying? So like, you got people that, that Malcolm X is one of the greatest, in my opinion, one of the greatest human beings ever to live. And he was a pimp when he was young.
Yeah.
Like if he would have died as a pimp, he would have been died as, as like a bad person in most people's eyes. But because Allah's mercy is greater than any of our sins, anything we do wrong, Allah's love and forgiveness is bigger than that. So when I say to Allah, may Allah please forgive me, yeah, Allah please forgive me. If he forgives me, that doesn't matter anymore. It matters to everybody else, just like the tat. So people say, you got to, I love getting tatted. I can't lie about it. Allah knows that, so I lie on the podcast or lie on Instagram. That's why when people, you go look at my page right now, man, I got a Pacific post where dudes talking about my tattoos and me being a gangster, and it's 400 or something comments, and you got people on there defending me, you got people on there slandering me, and my caption was, when it comes to social media, don't get too happy about the love, don't get too down about the hate, because all of it's fake anyway. You know what I'm saying? So that's how it started.
They're all keyboard warriors. They all stay behind the screen, but they won't say that.
Absolutely, and social media is actively giving cowards a voice. We all know that. You know what I mean? It's things. It's just like you said. They wouldn't say it in our face, but also it teaches me to learn restraint, because the Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him, said the strong man is not somebody that can slam somebody on the head. The true strong man is one that can control their anger in a fit of rage. That's truly strength. You know what I mean? And we were raised to believe that strong man and tough was, who could bust their gun or who could fight the best or who had the biggest muscles and all. No. Strongest man is the one that can be humble at a time of turmoil. That's true strength. And I know that because I'm not good at that. I'm not strong at that because I'm still going to shoot you. I'm still going to beat you down the steps if you come at me wrong. But I got to get better at that. I got to say to myself, let that slide. You know what I mean? I want to be forgiven, so I got to forgive. But I'm not there yet. So y'all pray for me on that.
We will. So moving on towards 2021, I know you have a documentary and an album coming out called One Foot In,
Yep.
One Foot Out. Do you mind explaining, giving the message of what that is to our viewers?
Yes, I will. 1 foot in, 1 foot out is is an explanation of my lifestyle. So it's like, my left foot, is planted firmly in the masjid. Tomorrow is Friday, our obligatory Friday prayer, Juma. So Friday, I will be in, inshallah, where I'm going to pray at tomorrow. You want Mukbil? I'll probably go to Mukbil, Masjid Mukbil tomorrow, which is a masjid in the all-black community, North Philly. That's where, Meek Mills is from. That's where Kevin Hart is from. Philadelphia breeds superstars. But 1 foot in is basically saying Friday I'm in the masjid praying, right? And then Friday night I could very much well be in the hood, squashing the beef between two real street dudes. You know what I mean? Or I could be in the studio rapping when a whole bunch of everything that's going on that's not of the religion or not of the faith. But I'm active in both worlds. I'm a dime. That's what that's about. So it's 1 foot in, 1 foot out. But they both firmly planted, 10 toes down. Yes, I do wake up for Fajr, but I also still do things I shouldn't do. I still let my anger get the best of me. I was ready to kick some dude in the head yesterday in New York at the train station. And now when I look back at it, I'm like, yo, I was wrong. I got a little extra. May Allah forgive me. But in the moment, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, man, like, you know what I mean? I ain't gonna quote what I said, but I wasn't very nice to him. You know what I mean? But, it's growth, it's learning. You know what I'm saying? Where y'all from, man? Let me ask y'all a quick question. Where you guys from?
Well, we're all from Orange County, California.
Orange County. Oh, yo, Orange
Yeah.
County. Oh, I'm on the phone with the money team. Them OC boys. OC.
And Rayhan and Ty, they're both in high school.
We're in high school together, awesome.
Yeah.
Y'all in high school?
Yeah.
We're seniors in high
Wow.
school.
Wow. Doing y'all thing. Do me a favor, man. One of y'all give me a nice screenshot of this, man. I'm going to post it up and I'm going to let them know I did a podcast with some young brothers.
Take a picture like this.
Yeah, take a picture and send it to the Don so I can show you brothers some love. Get y'all popping on the gram, man.
Thank you. So we just have a few more questions that we would love to ask you.
Yeah, give me a few more because my wife, this fried fish smells so good. Let me let y'all. Let me let y'all little OC boys see some good hood soul food real quick. I mean that everything's allowed. We got some fried fish. We got the string beans with the potatoes. We got the corn with the butter. Oh man, it's a great.
We're a little jealous. We're a little jealous right now.
Don't be jealous. When y'all come to Philly, man, it's on me, man. Y'all come to Philly, I'm gonna make sure y'all eat the best of everything, man. Paul.
Appreciate it.
Oh, hold on. Can't leave out the biscuit.
Oh,
Dang.
They going off. Oh man, it's turn. That's how I'm going into 2021. Eating good. Listen, that's gangster. Eating good, rubbing my lady feet, Netflix and chill, staying sucker free. I ain't gonna be out there in no trouble. I don't want to be out there being no thug. I want to enjoy my life and my freedom, man. But go ahead, y'all. Next question, man. Let my white boy get some questions, man. We got equal rights.
I was
Everybody
about to ask. I actually was really curious, just hearing about you're a Renaissance man. You do everything, and your work ethic sounds incredible. And I wish that I'm working on trying to, power through everything the way you do, because it seems like you have such a lust for life. You're always going at something with full energy. And so with that, I'm just super curious to hear your plan for the next 5 to 10 years and just everything you want to do, your business, your rap career, your family life, everything. I'd love to hear it.
Right now, 5 to 10 years seems so far out. My first thing I'll say is I pray that Allah, God, blesses me to see the next 5 to 10 years and far, far beyond. But when you ask me my goals right now, my immediate goals right now is to take the brand of Tone Trump, the brand, you know what I mean? Like, cause I'm no longer just like a person. Tone Trump itself is a brand, it's a walking entity, it's a walking business. So my goal is to take Tone Trump, the brand, to the next level, and then the levels and levels and levels after that. Also take the Muslim Don family, which is my label, I'm broker on my record label. My goal immediately is I want to do business with Jay-Z, Sean Carter. So right now I'm working on this situation, inshallah, which means if God wills, to do a partnership with Rock Nation. And that's what we focused on right now. And generational wealth is my main goal, bro. Traveling the world. I want to travel. I want to eat good. I truly, I know this is going to sound crazy, but I don't think I could get any prettier. I think I've maxed out. I'm clearly the best looking man in the world. I just posted my spread from GQ magazine, introducing the designer thobes. They never seen thobes like these before. I started off with the Fendi thobe in the video with me and CeeLo, and then I came with the Balenciaga, the Louis, the Prada, and that's what I want guys like y'all, the young guys, to know that y'all can, cover up and be upon the sooner, but still be fly and be wavy. Y'all shouldn't have to feel like y'all gotta wear stuff to fit in. Y'all can wear, Muslim attire and still be with the cool kids and sit at the cool table. When y'all at your little cool high school. What y'all go to Beverly Hills 90210 or something? That's where y'all
No, far away from it. We're like 30 minutes away from there.
30 minutes away. Okay, yeah, but that was a great question from Lil Bro, and it's just, hey, bro, man, the next 5 to 10 years, man. Like I said, my son Aleem, his name is Aleem Samir. So make sure y'all keep him in y'all duas. He's gonna be a boxing champion. He's extremely gifted. Aleem, come here. Hurry up.
Yeah, let's get him on.
He's extremely gifted. If you check my page, he got videos. He already got world champions co-signing him. So that's all I'm like.
Oh my God, how are you?
Yo, y'all better remember this because this is gonna be worth some money one day. Y'all be able to say y'all had Aleem.
Oh yeah.
Like I'm telling y'all, just imagine having Floyd Mayweather when he was 6 years old on your podcast. That's what y'all getting right now.
Exactly.
You're the champ right here.
Champion.
Come here, Abdul. Come here, Abdul. And then my youngest son. Come here. Get down. I've been taking my youngest son literally to business meeting with me since he was 2 years old. So he's the heir apparent to run my company. He also will be he's also a model. He got, you see, he got his daddy's $1 million looks. He got the blonde hair. He got the gray eyes. So we got big plans over here. And my son Saleh, if you see, I post him on Instagram. He's studying to be a Hafiz of the Quran, which means he's memorizing the whole Quran. He recites, and inshallah, big things there. So, fatherhood, my neighborhood, traveling the world, doing humanitarian work, which I've been doing. Working with Muslims of the world. We just got back we went to Africa twice this year. We also did food drives in Philadelphia, New York, giving out free Qurans. We fed thousands. We gave out thousands in masks. And that's the work I'm most proud of. So we plan to continue doing that. I'm about to give y'all some competition. I may have a podcast coming soon. So, you know what I mean? And I want to show love. You guys interview me, man. When y'all see me, if y'all see me post about a podcast, send that DM and say, big bro, we ready to do your podcast. So, and another thing I want to do in the next 5 to 10 years is I want to create opportunities for people like you guys. I want to be a vessel for young brothers that got big plans and big dreams who sometimes don't know the direction to go in. I want to kind of help them out because I see so many kids wasting time, wasting money because they just don't know what to do. So I want to be a vessel and a force and a go-between for things like that. So to be honest, man, my goals is just to work hard, pray hard, work smart, and build this company into an undeniable entity where I can maybe sell this company in 10 years. Where I'm telling y'all, hey, y'all reading the headline, Donald Trump sells Muslim Don family for $300 million, inshallah, something like that. You know what I mean? So that's my goals, bro. I just want to be big. I'm not one of them dudes that front like, oh, I just want to, God to bless me with whatever He seems fit. No, man, I pray every day for great health and great wealth. I want to be a trillionaire. I want it all. I want diamonds on everything. I want gold in my ceiling. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. And that's the way a king should live. And I'm working to get it. So that's the goal, bro.
Love it. That's
I
amazing.
know that you have your dinner coming up and we're short on time, but I guess just one final question is what kind of legacy, I know it's cliche, but what kind of legacy do you want to leave? I know you're talking about leaving for generations and generations and how you have these huge plans, but as of right now, what is the legacy that you leave behind?
I want to make my legacy undeniable. I want my legacy to be almost like a blueprint when people think about somebody going from the streets to getting on the grind with their faith. I want to do things that are beyond music. I would love to build a school in my neighborhood. I would love to build a mosque. The reward for building a masjid in this world is you being something for you in paradise, where you'll have, your mansion in paradise, So I want to make sure that I do things that are bigger than just like a hit record or a hit movie or some dope merch. Imagine, like if you have a school, bro, kids will be learning forever and ever and ever, and that will be far beyond. Imagine my grandkids being able to pull up and be like, yo, my grandpa built that school. You know what I mean? So those are my goals. And it's, as far as my legacy go. And I just want my legacy to be undeniable, and I don't want any mustard on my jacket. I want people to know when I was in the streets, I played by the rules. I never snitched on nobody. I never betrayed my friends. And then when I was in the streets and I got into the music, I want people to know that I showed love. I gave opportunities to people. I put people on. That's how your legacy is cemented. And my legacy is clinched. You know what I mean? I'm a living legend. But now it's time to go even up, up, up. And also to create opportunities for others. You know what I'm saying? Making sure my son, Aleem, has every opportunity to chase his dreams in boxing. I want to make sure that we have the means. That he's going to have to travel a lot. That's expensive. So I got to make sure I'm in position to do that, because I don't want to have to tell him, oh, you can't go to nationals because right now mommy and daddy don't have the money for it. No, I have to set up these accounts, set up these young savers accounts, invest in the right things. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot to this, man. And inshallah, I'll make it happen. I'm going to do my best, man. In the words of the great 50 Cent, get rich or die trying. You know what I'm saying? So, and we're going, and my wife always tell me, I hate when you say trying, don't try, just do it. So inshallah, we're going to do it.
Thank you so much for coming on. We had a great
Thank
time
you.
talking to you, and hopefully we can have you on again, and then it will be.
Man, listen, I would love to come back. This was a great interview. Little bro, text me over the screenshot. Make sure you text me over. Also in a text, just in a text by itself, text me the @ for the show, because I'm gonna do a little wrap up of my night, and I want to say I did you guys' show. So just the @ of the show, and I want to leave with a dua, a small prayer for y'all. And I ask Allah to protect y'all from the evil eye and all evil. I ask Allah to make this podcast a benefit, not only to you guys, but also to your families and the Ummah. And much success to everybody listening and everybody supporting you guys. Ameen, ameen, ameen.
Thank you.
Thank you so
The
much.
Thank
top
you.
the big Don, the Muslim Don. And make sure y'all go get some merch. I know y'all out there in Cali.
We'll
where it's
link in
hot
the
at,
bio.
man.
We'll put in the bio.
Listen, man, I got nothing but love for y'all, man. And also, y'all from Cali, so I got to leave on this note. Nipsey Hussle, we love you. We miss you. Salute, young brothers. Keep grinding. The Don is co-signing this blog. The Don is co-signing this podcast. Much success to you, little brothers.
Thank you.
Oh,
Thank you.
Love.